we're back at it again. Like I said yesterday, this stuff takes a lot longer than you think. So today on the agenda, I've got everything fit in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it all out. I'm gonna number the foam pieces so I remember the order they go in and be quicker to put it back in. And I'm gonna take everything out and I'm going to rough up the paint where I'm gonna glue everything down and then put it back in. And I actually decided I am gonna use the stock floor, even though it's a 1/4 inch. It'll save me height in the long run, and it's completely ready to go. And it was engineered for the van. I think it's just a better way to go overall. It'll save a little bit of money as far as putting like Baltic birch down on the floor. I don't really think we need to do that. I'm gonna put the kill mat down, or the Noico. I'm gonna put that down, and that's about it for right now. I'll get back with you guys in a little bit. I went to Home Depot this morning, wasted way too much time down there. You know, you just get lost in comparing this detail to this detail to this detail. Some more of this adhesive. So I'm using the PL Max. It's good for metal, styrofoam board, pretty much everything. Hey, what's up guys? So I've got Dan with Life Meets Family here, buddy of mine, and I think he's gonna help me put this floor back in. Take a look, this might be entertaining. We're gonna try to get this thing put in here. All right.
Looks legit.
So they have these spacers that they use. I'm gonna take these off, and then most of the places I've already got the spacers. I already use the spacers, so I'll just take these off.
Should we air this off too?
No, I think it's fine. Well, as you can see, problems, fun stuff. We'll come back to you once we get this. Basically, the problem we have, I'll show you real quick, is we got this corner. Got this corner right here. This trim piece. So I've raised the floor up an inch, and I don't know, we're probably 3/4 of an inch maybe too high to slip up underneath that thing. So I'm gonna trim that off with the Dremel, and then the floor will slide up underneath it. So we'll get back with you guys. I'm not quite sure how far to go up. I think I'm just gonna start with that.
All right.
I'm just gonna come in, cut just straight underneath it.
I would go a hair. Like, don't take
Below
that
it?
whole line. Yeah. And then you can finish it.
Yeah.
Are you confident in this right now?
Hell no.
Hell no. All right. Well, we can figure it out.
All right, let's go. I'm cutting these things out so I can put the factory tie downs back in. And I'm just taking this propane torch, and I already did this one, but then I was a little off center, so I'm gonna do it again. But it's like this, and I just have this little small long Phillips. So just stick it down in here, and it just melts it like the perfect cut. It just leaves a nice smooth cut there. It's pretty slick. I was bolting the stuff back down, and I found these bolts. They're M8s, the right length and everything. And these actually came, but they slide through the D-ring through the hole. So these actually go on the bottoms, and I just used them just to see. And they're not obviously right for it. So anyways, I went and picked up some washers. Alright guys, just had this stuff show up. Amazon. Let's see what we got. Boom, more Norco. So we'll get the tire wells done, back doors done, roof done, and a little bit more on the side panels. Got all that Norco, that rattle trap, you know, same product, same kind of product anyways. Finally got all that down. So we got the rest of the headliner done. I didn't do every square inch, but I did quite a bit. Like I said, this is the factory stuff. I know it's not the best, but this stuff I bought is 80 mil, and the stuff that's in here seems to be about as thick. And like I said, there was a package, an extra package. It was like an option add-on that they had extra installed. And I did the doors where the windows would normally go. I'm not doing windows back here. Yeah, right now, just kind of waiting for more stuff. I did get some 12 volt wiring, some 14 gauge and 12 gauge done. We're in, and I just, tell you what I did was, I actually ordered from, is it Nate at Explorist? His electrical stuff is just great. So I ended up getting purchasing 3 of his diagrams. I've got the solar setup. I think you guys have probably seen this online. And I'm pretty much following it to a T. I will have, he's got up to 1200 watts of solar on here. I'm not gonna have that many. I think I'm gonna have about 630 or maybe 420. It kind of depends on whether or not I want to do 3 panels and 2 fans, or 2 panels and 2 fans. So anyways, I'm not quite sure. I also ordered the 12 volt diagram from him. And like all his calculators and stuff come with it. I actually drew out what I'm doing here. This is all my 12 volt stuff. This is the layout that we're actually doing. Bed out here, garage underneath, just counter space, sink, fridge. It's gonna be a cabinet here with a toilet that comes out and a bench. So pretty simple. But anyways, I kind of laid out where I'm gonna have switches and plugs and dimmers and things like that on here. And then I've got, I have a list here, and then I also have, I got my diesel heater and fridge, water pump, water meter. These are just 12 volts. USB at the door, the toilet. I've got the kitchen lights. I'm gonna do like 4 in the kitchen, 4 over the bed. And then I've got dimmers, 1 in the kitchen, or I'm sorry, LED strip lights, 1 in the kitchen under the cabinets, and then 1 in the garage. I'm gonna pre-wire for a Wii Boost, and I'm also gonna pre-wire for an air conditioner. I'm not gonna put one in, but I am gonna pre-wire for it in case I wanna swap out the rear fan for an AC. I'm gonna go ahead and wire for 2 max airs, ball valve for the gray tank, and then the fridge, like I said before. So I've got mostly 14 gauge in there. There's things like the max airs, which are 12 gauge, the fridge 10 gauge. That might be about it for 12. I have the toilet at 12, and I have the 12 volts in the garage and at the slider. I have those on 12s. Basically everything else is going to be on 14 gauge. So I also purchased his AC diagram too. I bought 3 of them, and I just think he is such a great resource and a great tool to have those diagrams and to give you the help with the design. Is just a no-brainer. He has I guess a private Facebook page, or it might not be Facebook, it might be his own private. I haven't really explored it, but it's like, I don't know, $69 a month, and he answers questions in this thing every day. I guess he's no longer doing private meetings over Zoom or however he did it, phone calls or whatever, but instead he's having you join this group, and then you can ask all the questions you want and he'll answer everything. And obviously the group, will participate too. I would think. I don't know that for sure, but anyways, I'll probably end up doing that. I'm doing different solar panels, so I might have a little bit different setup there, and I'm doing less batteries. So anyways, I'm sure I'll have some questions as far as that's concerned. I've wired basements and things like this in the past. Our cabin out in Montana I helped wire. So things like that I'm comfortable with, and I know the mechanics of all of it. It's basically just having all the information in one place, where I know if I'm running 40 feet of 12 volt, what gauge wire should it be, based on what you're running, whether it's a fridge or a light or whatever. And he just has all that information in one spot, so it's easy to reference, it's easy to look up. And I know there's other calculators and there's other things online, but it's just one-stop shop with him, so it's really nice. That's about it for that. I am gonna I got all that rattle trap rolled out. That was a job, and it's pretty much done. So really every panel, every spare piece in there has either factory rattle trap or the stuff, the Noiko that I bought, or the factory sound dampening. So I'm pretty excited about that, and I think we're gonna start running some wire. I'll get back with you. Yeah. Anyways, so I'm running this wire. I ran this. I just have a pole, and adjustable length. I just put it up here with the wire on. It was working pretty slick. So anyways, just running this pre-wire. I've got some different clips I'm going to use to run it like this. Just running on the outside of the walls right now, and so this will run behind paneling, and above the roof, behind the walls. So I think it's going to be fine. eventually I'll zip tie them all together, so it'll be nice and neat, and it all will run down like one, one main channel, that kind of thing. So I'm gonna have a max fan. My plan is max fan here, max fan in the back. So that's it right now. A couple other things that kind of surprised me is the fridge. Because of the run on the fridge, I already knew I was gonna need the 10 gauge, but I was thinking I might be able to get away with the 12, but honestly, I've got the isotherm 115. It's actually sitting over there, so it runs, it has a max of 6 instant amps and an average of like 257 watts for 24 hours. So that puts it in that 10 gauge window. I'm not sure if I'm going to run these max airs on separate circuits or one circuit. So I need to double check that as well. Right now I've got 12 gauge running to the max fans. If I put them on the same circuit, I need to see if I need to bump that down to a 10 gauge. So not sure there. Anyways, that's it for now. I will get back with you guys in a little bit. I'm sure I'm going to have to make another 1 or 2 runs to Home Depot today. That always seems to happen. And as a matter of fact, I bought furring strips for the ceiling, and I bought the wrong size. So for sure, I'll be going back today just to do that. But anyways, I'll get back with you guys after I get all this pre-wiring done.